What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the tarot cards as a tool for guidance or clarity. For all of us, it's so simple just to help others and guide everybody else and help them out with their problems, and you feel gratified or you feel great when you help someone and they get through their own problems. But sometimes it's so hard to figure out how you're going to get through your own problems, what you're going through, and sometimes other people's advice is just sometimes difficult to digest or intake or listen to. To listen to someone and it goes in through one ear, goes out through the other, and you just do the opposite of what they said. So that's why you need the tarot to help you for guidance. Not all the time, only sometimes whenever you feel called to use them. The cards are just there so you can get more insight about yourself and your situation. And sometimes you don't even know what's going on inside of you or within you. And once you pull some cards out, you're like, whoa, this came out. And that's when you have the cards, you have to be very open to whatever comes out, because sometimes it's difficult to listen or see what the cards have to show you. For example, me, when I use the cards, it's kind of difficult for me to accept what I'm looking at, what the cards are showing me, but it's what is happening with me, and it really helps me notice those things that I don't really know are going on. So I could be sad and I don't even know it, or I could be ignoring it, or I feel like I'm trapped in a situation and I don't know how to get out of it. But then you get a card that says you're trapped because you want to and you just don't have the confidence or don't have the ability to come out of the situation. And then you could be like, how do I have the ability to come out of the situation when I feel stuck? And then you reach a point of clarity, and then sometimes it could be very obsessing, so you keep pulling more and more cards out and they come out again and again the same. I do that to other people when I read their cards and they're like, why do I always get the same cards? Well, I say, what do you want? It's the same thing. It's the same thing that is still in your story, the same thing that's coming out, because that is what you're thinking about. And there's so many people doing tarot readings, online tarot readings, and I think it's better for you and for yourself, if you want to get more in tune with your intuition or yourself, buy yourself a deck on Amazon or anywhere, and they have so many different ones. For example, I have the Smith Tarot deck, Smith Waite Tarot deck, because it's easy for me to read and the pictures are very detailed and very good, and you can really decipher what's going on. But in this deck, there's so many pictures. It has the devil, it has death, and they're cards that people don't really like to see. So most people like to look at when they get readings from me, they like the angel deck, the one that I have by Doreen Virtue. And because it's a bigger deck, it's about this size, and the cards are pretty big, pretty easy to look at. And they're really pretty because they have angels, and other ones have fairies. And you could just get any type of deck you like, and then you could just start reading for yourself. And if you don't want to make it something you want to work hard on, the cards just come with a book, and you can read the book. You don't really have to get into memorizing all 78 cards. So you have the minor arcana and you have the major arcana. The major arcana are the big themes in your life. There's 22 big themes in your life, and those are the ones that will appear. And then you have the minor arcana, which are the little themes, the little chapters that may happen within the bigger themes. And you have the swords, which are thoughts, your thoughts in your head, logical thinking. And the wands, which are passions and dreams and goals. And then you have the pentacles, which is material, wealth, or just anything that has to do with material things. And then you have the cups, which is more of an emotion and how you feel about certain situations, people, or things. And it's just simple. They're just cards. There's no such, view them as a witchcraft tool. They're just it's a regular card deck printed and painted by some artist. And when you pick the cards, when you shuffle the cards, it's important to know that it's more of your thought and how you're shuffling the card and your intention of what you want to know. And once you pull out the card, it's all up to you, and there is no tricks to it. So whatever you're picking is what's really going on in your life. And sometimes it won't happen. For example, people always say, I'm waiting for what you said to happen. And I say, well, I don't know. Maybe it did happen. Maybe it didn't. Maybe you changed the outcome. It's not set in stone of what the cards tell you that's going to happen. It's more of a hint or a message. So if you keep going this route, this may happen. If you change your route, another thing could happen. But it's not going to happen if you prevent it from happening, or if you're cautious, then it won't happen. So never take the cards so seriously, because you have the ability to change your future, and this is just a tool to help you with your feeling, your intuition, any type of skill that you're trying to hone. And for me, it's more personal use. I use them for myself when I'm going through internal struggles and I don't know what's going on and I kind of need some guidance, but that's about it. And I sometimes do readings for friends or family, and I like doing other readings because it really helps me figure out if I'm doing it right myself when I'm doing it by myself. So this deck is a lot smaller. It's like a pocket size of a deck, and you can just shuffle. I always let people that are doing readings with me shuffle their own deck because I don't want my hands on it. I want their hands on it so they can see that they're doing the choosing, the shuffling, and it's just something that feels right for me. So once I just shuffle a deck until I feel like it's right to pull a card out. And this is just an example reading, or it might, who knows, say something about me, my own life, my own future. But let's just hope it's not too personal. So like the 10 of Cups is the card that I just drew, which is happiness, contentment, good things are happening, celebration, enjoyment, fulfillment. This is what I get from a card, and I am feeling really fulfilled right now, and I am having a good time. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying making these videos. It just makes the time fly, and I think this card is pretty good. But if I want more information, I could just pull out another one just to make sure. So then there's this next card, which is the Two of Wands. And with this card, you can see that it's, well, I know it's passion, my passion that I have right now, which is right now I'm making a lot of videos, and I have the world in my hands, which I mean, I have everything I need that I could use for right now, and all I gotta do is plan, create a schedule, and everything will turn out pretty well. But I don't know what's ahead. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I gotta do is have hope, and that's what I pull out. These two cards, if I put them together. So with these two cards that I get is, I am happy, I'm fulfilled, doing what I love, and all I gotta do is plan, schedule, work. I have all the tools that I need. It's more of a planning phase and just getting started. And even though I don't know where I'm going, this will work out. And that's what I do most of the time. I just pull out two cards, not too many, because it's more of a quick guidance. But if I really want to get deep into the cards, I could pull out like 10 or 20 and make a big old story, but I don't want to do that right now. This is just an example of how the cards could help me, or you, decide what to do or where to go in life. For example, you could even ask like about your relationship and where is it going, or is it healthy, is it not healthy, what can you do to make it better. And it'll tell, the cards won't tell you about that significant other, that other person, but mostly about you and what you think about that person and what you should do to fix the relationship or move But it also tells you about your material, like material gain, material loss. Are you gonna get money? Are you gonna lose money? Are you gonna get good news? Are you gonna get bad news? Do you have anxiety? Are you having nightmares? Should you take that job? Should you not take that job? There's just a lot of things you can learn from the cards. And instead of wasting your money on someone to read you the cards, honestly, you could just buy your own deck and do it all the time. And it is difficult to understand what the cards are saying, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun, pretty cool, and you get to use your imagination and see what kind of stories or what kind of things you can pick up from the cards, what kind of stories you can pick up from the pictures. And it's just fun. It's a fun tool to work with. And then you could even make friends. Just pull the cards out one day when everyone is having a good time, and just be like, hey, who wants a reading? And then everybody, like, they'll be hesitant at first, but then there's this brave person that'll be like, I want one. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to do that, I want to try. And that's how it works all the time. And there is a lot of things about the cards, like, oh my gosh, they're evil, or you shouldn't do it because something bad may come out. But there's nothing bad that can come out of the cards. It's just fear of people not knowing or not believing or not trying something new. It's just different. More and more people, they're showing these cards, and they're showing these cards more on TV, and they kind of exaggerate and they make it look scary in shows where the lady just goes and then, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen to you and you better beware and stay away and be careful. But it's not like that. They're beneficial for you to guide yourself, or just to see what is really going on within you. And it's like a non-judgmental friend. The cards do not judge you when you pull them out and they tell you that you're dumb or you shouldn't do this. You just decipher them and you figure it out. You don't have no external person, someone else saying you shouldn't do, you should do. It's all up to you. It's just the guidance that you receive. And then you get some clarity, and then you're able to move forward. Or because sometimes the cards will be like, I think you need a rest, or I think, well, obviously they don't say I think, but it says like, you should just don't do anything yet, think about what you're doing, view all your alternatives, or you need some time, you need some space. Like, just little things that you can do to focus more on yourself. And instead of trying to fix everyone, you're able to have and take that time to kind of fix yourself. Because we always want to fix others, because you want to fix, you think they're broken, everyone is broken. But the only reason we always want to fix other people is because we also feel broken, but we don't want to fix ourselves. We don't want to take the time to work on ourselves. The best way to help others is to help ourselves. And I think personally that the tarot cards are a good tool to use for guidance and clarity from time to time when you need them the most. I hope you found some value in this video, and if you did, please hit the like button below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.